Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, everybody. How are you today? I'm fine, miss. And you? I'm fine too, thank you. And are you ready for lesson now? If you are ready, I think it's better for us to pray first. So, before we start our lesson, let's pray together. Start. Finish. Anyone absent today? No, miss. No? Okay, very good. Okay, class, before we continue to our new material, I want to ask you, who remember what is material that we learned in the past lessons? We learned about simple present tense, miss. Okay, very good. Last week we learned about simple present tense. Can you give me example of the simple present tense? Me, miss. She goes to school every day. Okay, very good. And give applause to your friends. Okay, and before we continue, I want to ask you something. Do you know handphone? Yes, I think all of you have handphone. Handphone is one of the communication tools, and I think handphone is very useful for you as a student. But there is rule say that don't bring handphone to your school. Now, I want to ask you, are you agree or not with these rules? I disagree, miss, because handphones is take it easy for me as a student to search more information. And anyone agree with these rules? No, miss, I think all students is disagree with these rules. Okay, very good answering. Thank you for answering my question. And maybe in your mind, you ask why I ask about questions about expression of agreement and disagreement. Do you know why? Maybe today we are going to learn about expression of agreement and disagreement, miss. Yes, that's right, because today we are going to learn about expression of agreement and disagreement. And now I want to ask you again, do you know what is agreement and disagreement? No, miss. No? Do you know what is agreement and what is disagreement? Okay. I will explain what is agreement and disagreement. Agreement means accepting someone's idea, or agreements is expression that can be used to express if you accept someone's idea, while disagreements means refusing someone's idea. So disagreements is expression that can be used if you refuse someone's idea. After you know what is definition of agreement and disagreements, now I will explain about the kind of expression of agreement and disagreement. So there is several kind that can be used to express agreement and disagreement. Okay, this is expression of agreement and disagreements. And for the first, I wanna explain about expression of agreement. Expression of agreements like I agree, I'm with you, I'm sure, you're right, I think so. While the expression of disagreement like I don't agree, I disagree, I'm not sure, and I don't think so. And for the other example, you can see in my handout that I shared to you, you can see the example of the expression of agreement and disagreement one by one. Okay, now after you know what is definition of agreement and disagreements, and after you know the kind of expression of agreement and disagreements, now I will show you the example of simple conversation of expression of agreement and disagreement. So please attention the video, and you must identify the expression of agreement and disagreements, because after that I hope you can make a simple conversation about disagreements and agreement. This is example of the simple conversation about expression of agreement and disagreement. The conversation between Budi, Mira, and Tono. Budi said, "Look at the house. The house is very big." Mira said, "Yes, I agree with you." And Tono said, "I don't agree with you because Arman's house is bigger than that." I agree with you
is the expression of agreement, and I don't agree with you is the expression of disagreement.
Okay, after you finish the video about expression of agreement and disagreement, and you have already identified the expression of agreements and disagreements from the video, from here, any questions, students? No, miss. Okay, if there is no questions, now I will give you a group assignment. So please make a group with friend next to you. Okay, after you make a group assignment, now I will give you assignment with play the game. The game is guess a movement spinner. So from this game, I hope you can determine the appropriate expression based of the picture. Are you agree or not with this picture? Here there are several pictures you can see. So after you determine the appropriate expression of the picture, like you agree or not, after that you must guess the word include the expression of agreement or disagreement based of the picture. Okay, now I will show you how to play this game. For the first, you have to rotate the wheel like this. Okay, after the wheel stop at one of the picture, you must determine the appropriate expression of the picture. For example, the picture is about littering. So you must determine, are you agree or not with this picture? For example, I disagree with this picture. So after I determine that I disagree with this picture, now I must guess the word here. I must guess the word here. Include the expression of disagreements because I disagree of the littering picture. So I must one of the word, and I will guess because I disagree. I will guess word. So I guess the word I don't agree like this. Next, you have to make a simple conversations about picture, about littering picture. Use the word that you guess I don't agree. Okay, now I will give you example of the simple conversation using expression of disagreement based of the littering picture. For example, Tono asked to Tini, Tini, are you agree with this picture? And Tini said, no, I disagree with this picture. And Tono said, why? Because littering picture cause many various disasters such as floods. And how about you? And Tono said, yes, I don't agree too. So you make the simple conversation like this. Okay, students, if you understand what I mean, which group want to try first? Or any volunteer to come forward? Group 1, Miss. Okay, thank you for group 1 and give applause to group 1. After group 1, anyone group want to try? Group 2, please. Okay, give applause to group 2. Well, everybody, I think the material today is very easy, right? And before we close our learning today, I want to ask you, what did you get from the learning today? From the learning today, I know what is expression of agreement and disagreements. So I know if I want to accept and or I want to refusing someone idea, I can use the expression of agreement and disagreement. And one of you can tell me what you part do you like during learning? I like part when I play the guess movement spinner because with guess movement spinner I can guess the expression of agreement and disagreements, and beside that I can make a simple conversations spontaneously, so it's very useful for my speaking skills. Okay, thank you. And next, I will give you homework. Please make a conversation about expression of agreement and disagreements based on your own word. Please discuss with your friends, and you have to prepare with the next material that we learn in the next week. There is questions about homework? No questions, miss. No? Okay, if there is no questions, I think that's all for today. Thank you for your attention. And the last I say, wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.